1392. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And be in gratitude for 1,392 intentional days that we have been here serving and being with each other. So for that, I am extremely, extremely grateful. So let me read our affirmations for this day. Got two of them. The first one says, I do something new or at least different every day. And the other side, it says, life is never stuck, stagnant, or stale. For each moment is ever new and fresh. Each moment is ever new and fresh. Then it says, I am totally adequate for all situations. I'm totally adequate for all situations. It says, I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. Ooh, that stand up for myself thing is a thing. Standing up for yourself is crucial as you move forward in your dreams, your goals, whatever it is that has been put upon your heart to do. See. Mm, mm, mm. It says gratitude creates space for something new. It creates room for healing to occur, intentions to show up, and miracles to happen. Gratitude creates space for something new. It creates room for healing to occur, intentions to show up, and miracles to happen. Now, fill in the four blanks. Someone who's given me hope on a bad day. Someone who's given me hope on a bad day. One simple reason to be grateful for living where I live. One simple reason to be grateful for living where I live. A little thing someone did that meant a lot to me. A little thing that someone did that meant a lot to me. An ability that I am fortunate to have. An ability that I am fortunate to have. And then it says, everything I imbue with gratitude today helps me create a more blissful tomorrow. Anything I add gratitude to helps me to create a more blissful tomorrow. It's so important just to say thank you. Thank you for the people, the places, the things, the opportunities that show up for us. Because if you pay attention, if you really pay close attention, you will find that you are being divinely guided to everything, everything that you've been asking for. You just have to take the step. You know, it would be wonderful if somebody just knocked on your door and bought you something and said, here's that dream job, dream house, dream car, dream life. Here it is right here. But normally it does not work that way. No one's knocking on your door. There has to be some um, action on your part. And God loves speed, God loves action. So, what action could you take that will take you to wherever you are attempting to go to? Take some action today. Stop waiting for something or someone to show up and you just be the one who says, I'm going to show up for me. I'm going to show up for my dream. Be that person. So let's jump into our Deep Breath of Life Daily Inspiration for Heart Centered Living by Alan Cohen. We are people living from our hearts. So these short stories daily absolutely lean into those who are connected with their hearts. And so it starts with the words connect with source. Connect with source. Anyone who is too busy to pray is too busy. Anyone who is too busy to pray is too busy. They ain't even got their name. Just say anonymous. And so it goes, imagine a deep sea diver in a diving suit with a long lifeline connected to his boat at the surface of the ocean. As the diver walks the ocean floor, exploring the marvels of the deep, his life support tube delivers a steady flow of vital oxygen to him. If his air tube becomes clogged or cut off, the diver will be unable to function. He will probably panic, flail, try to return to the surface, or expire. We are like divers in earth suits, exploring the wonders of life on this planet. The earth is not our home. We are visitors here. Our true nature is not physical, but spiritual. We too have a life support tube that is prayer, meditation, and any other form of communion with our source. It is our supply of, if our supply of spirit is cut off, we will not live well or long. Our connection to God is as important to our soul as the diver's supply of air to his body. Each day, take time to feed your soul. Make your first priority any activity that nourishes your inner being. Pray or meditate, practice Tai Chi or yoga, walk in nature, play music, dance, read uplifting words, or share meaningful talks with friends. Any activity that renews your spirit is a form of prayer. Commit to your spiritual practice first. Devote the beginning of your day to self renewal. Your day will go better. And the time that you invest will pay for itself a thousandfold. Again, before you close your eyes to go to sleep, be with God. Feed your soul. It is the most important meal of the day. And the affirmation says, you are my first priority. Knowing, knowing you makes all the difference in my life and my world. Knowing you is knowing myself. Be with me today that I may be with you always. Nourished by the spirit of love, my heart is whole. That's so heavy. That's so heavy. You are connected to God the same way that a diver is connected to the air source as he walks the bottom of the sea. And the thing that came up for me while I was reading this is that some people are so disconnected. Some people are so disconnected. And I remember being disconnected. And it says somewhere in here, it says, if life support is cut off, the diver will be unable to function. If God is cut off, we are unable to function properly. We have to remember God in all of it, that God is truly the source. Yes, it says the diver is unable to function. He will probably panic, flail, try to return to the surface, or expire. We must stay connected to source. We must stay connected to God. God has all the answers. When there is nothing left, when there's nothing left for you to do, when there's nothing left for you to say, when there's nothing else for you to be, there is only God. And God says, guess what? I'm right here. I'm just waiting for you. I never left. You did. Hey, M. So we are like divers in earth suits, exploring the wonders of life on this planet. We have life support. We have too a life support, and that is prayer, meditation, and any other form of communion with Source. Have you ever been in company of somebody somewhere and you realize that God is in the midst of this relationship? That God is in the midst of everything that you do, that this feels so right to be connected to this person. As you sit together, you like, oh, it's only God that could have brought us together like this. Oh, that's so good. I get so excited every time. Hey, Brandy, every time I see you all, your shining faces. Every time I hear what it is that you are doing, all of the stuff is very divinely orchestrated. It is not by accident that you are here. It is not by happenstance that you are here to hear these words. Anyone who is too busy to pray is just too busy. Busy prayer goes like this: I'm running, God, but you got this? Okay, all right. Just checking. It's never too busy to pray. However, whenever it comes up. Oh, Lord, I was running too fast. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Amen. Praying over your food, praying over activities, praying over the next steps that you take. It's so important to do that. Like, Lord, what's next? I don't know what's next, but I know it's going to be good. Be in expectation of it, whatever it is. Because God wants you to have the desires of your heart. God doesn't want you not to have them. God doesn't want you to be unhappy. Yes, praying over healing. So much. Like as life continues to life and people continue to people, whew, we gotta pray. Lord, help me not to punch him in the face, Lord. I just really want to punch him in the face. And I hung up my boxing gloves a whole long time ago, but I really want to punch him in the face. I really want to fight, but we're not going to fight. We're going to let you fight the battle for us. And have you noticed when you felt like that the way that they are handled by God is way worse than what you could have ever done? Say, ooh, God, I wanted you to get them, but not like that. Not like that. Ooh, that's a little harsh. Touch not my anointed. Touch not my chosen ones. You know, they say many are called, few are chosen. But the next part is few choose. You could be chosen and run. You could be chosen and say, that's not for me. Ooh, why you pick me? I don't want to do this. And run. But when you finally come to your senses and realize that you have been unequivocally chosen and that there is no other life outside of being chosen, then your life turns into magic and miracles when you walk into the thing that's been given unto you to do, whatever that thing is. Well, I have a friend who I met some years ago, more than 10 now. She's a singer. And I watched her career evolve over all these years. And she's always been not afraid to go, not afraid to. She's sung the national anthem at the Eagles football game. We from Philly. That's just an amazing honor, right? And then she sang the national anthem just recently at a big boxing match. Like, she is out there pushing the envelope. She's We have this place called the Dell in Philly where a lot of acts come. Patti LaBelle and anybody you could think of has been on that stage. Well, so has she. With them, beside them. And then she took some time to move to New York and stayed in New York for a while and built a whole lot of relationships there. And at any given time, you could hear her original music playing on the New York radio stations because of the relationships that she's made. And that's the part that we have to get. Like, you have to take a step. Take a step. People call her when Sherelle Parker was one for mayor because of who she is. She was able to come. She sang at Sherelle's rallies And once she was in, she sang at the inaugural thing that they do. And then there was a black tie celebration, and she sang at that too. And I'm watching all this, saying how amazing this is. But when you talk to her, she'll tell you it ain't easy. It ain't easy. She got to always have her music ready. She got to have certain tracks. And I learned this from her. When you are a singer and you're going to sing your song somewhere, that you have to have a live track that doesn't have you singing in it. You have to have a track that allows you to sing, but your backup vocals are there, but not the actual song itself. And I saw on a versus thing that these rappers didn't have a live track that they could sing over. They were rapping over top of themselves. And that's when I learned what she was saying the whole time. And so she created a music artist university to teach up and coming musicians how to be ready so you don't have to get ready. She said everything that I wanted somebody to teach me, she now teaches. And I'm so, so grateful to know her and to see her journey. And it just is a reminder that if you want it, you have got to take the steps. How bad do you really want what you're asking for? Do you want it bad enough to wake up early and stay up late? Do you want it bad enough to knock on all the doors? How bad do you really want it? Are you willing to say it 100 times a day, 50 times a day? Are you willing to keep talking about it until somebody somewhere says yes? You know, people are saying my name in rooms that I'm not in. And I know it because I hear about it after the fact. You was talking about that lake house, right? So I was downtown and they was talking about these houses and whatnot. And I know they got them all over the place. So I told them your name, so somebody gonna call you. Okay, somebody gonna call me. Be not afraid to speak it. When you show up, stand in all the glory that God gave you to stand in. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's okay. Fear not. And sometimes when I hear myself talking, and in these rooms, it's almost like an out of body experience. It's like me, watching my own body language, watching the words that come up, and knowing that God is with me. Who can be against me? It is so, so important to trust what you're being told in your spiritual time. What's being told to you when you ask, hey, Snowball, what is being told to you when you lean in and pray? Is God telling you to show up somewhere? Like, why you want me to go? I don't even want to go. I don't even like it over there. Why you want me to go? And then you go, and there's somebody there that has never been there before. There's somebody there that can actually move the needle in the work that you are doing. Like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Yes, yes, yes. Relationships. We have to cultivate the relationships. Got to show up. Meet up with your friends. See who know. They say the average person knows 2,000 people. 2,000 people. You know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. But if you stay in your bubble and you never talk about it, if you never show up, I was inboxing one of my friends, haven't seen her in a while. And she was like, you a scammer. This is not Darlaina Rose. Darlaina Rose is on Instagram every single day. That's not you. And I'm like, it is me. And then finally I had to go find her number to say that was me talking to you. People know what I do. So when things come up and they say, "Oh, I need an MC," I know the perfect talker. She talk every day. I know exactly who that is. Or I want to start something, but I need somebody consistent. I know exactly who that girl been on. Every time I turn around every morning, 8 o'clock, she right there. They know you by the fruits of your labor. They know you by what you do. They know you by how you show up. Be that consistent person that shows up, and then so will opportunity show up just the same. Like, how bad do you really want it? Do you want it bad enough that you've written the vision and made it plain? Do you want it bad enough that you have decided what it looks like? Somebody was telling me, "Oh, I can't wait to get my dream home and live in my dream job." And I'm saying, "Well, what does it look like?" They didn't know. What kind of bed you're going to be sleeping in? They didn't know. What kind of work are you actually going to do for this dream stuff that you're asking for? What is the work? In my most vivid visualizations, I see the work. I see the office in my home where I'm going to be sitting at. It's a mahogany desk and the work is laid out. And in the vision, I say, look down on the desk to see what you are doing. What is the rent that you pay to the universe for this life? Because it's not free. It's not free. People who live how we see big and amazing, they are paying for that life. Some of them have paid for it with their families, spending so much time and work that they've left out their family just out of balance. So, what is it that you are willing to pay for this life? What will you give? Will you write more, speak more? What gift will you paint? Will you be a photographer, videographer? What will you do that's going to take you next level? And I promise you, as you move along, the people that's supposed to be with you will be with you. The writers, the virtual assistants, all of those folks will be right here with you, for you, ready to help you in whatever the dream, vision, or goal that God has given to you. And I
Girl,
know this be true. Who's that saying something?
this is M. I
Hey,
so you're always on time all the time with stuff. I hate it. I hate it because I be like, shut up. You're always head. Stop it.
just for you, just for
Man,
you.
when I tell you I have God planted like a desire for sewing and like upcycling. I do the reselling, but I'm like, it's not enough. I want to do more. And it's like I started YouTubing people like how to do this, how to do that. And it's overwhelming. I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
There's a woman that's on there called Evelyn's Creations. If you guys don't follow her, please do. She's amazing. She's selfless. But she talked about how she changed her life, like went from like really being low as far as funds and everything, just really struggling to buying a car, buying a house just from sewing. And she said she started with a sewing machine that she bought at Walmart. And now this woman is so bad. She has all kinds of creations. She's got her own shop. She has a gallery with art. I mean, she's at a like what is it? Atlanta and also in Florida, but it was
Wow.
so inspiring to me. And she's also teaching you and showing you how to do these things, right? She's not asking you for anything. She's just depositing into you. And I went to Michael's afraid, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to take some steps. I went to Michael's and I was like, I want to see about this Cricut machine. And I'm looking And the girls at the counter don't know nothing about it. They're like, ah, girl, I can't tell you what to do with that. And
Wow.
this lady, yeah, so this lady, she hears the conversation. She catches me outside and she said, sis, I heard you say that you wanted to learn how to do that a lot. And she's like, I can teach you.
See?
That morning, I had prayed about being aligned with people that knew how to do certain things. And it
Mhm.
was like immediately, that lady could have walked off and continued to do this, but she does art fairs and different things and crafts. And she talked about how her husband has prostate cancer, but she is providing for the household now, doing all these different things. So it was inspiring on so many levels. But just to see, we have a gift with our hands, and God is always listening to our thoughts, our prayers, our desires, but we
Yes.
have to take the actions, like you said, to be able to have the things happen, because it's just not enough just to say, oh yeah, I want to do this. Oh, I want to create this empire. Oh, I want to do these things. Like really asking God to divinely orchestrate the connection. Is everything is like everything,
Mm, mm.
but having to be able to take the fear out. I think for me, I was caught up in the fear and being overwhelmed of how to do
Yeah.
that. I was not allowing myself to be open to learning something different and just saying, okay, so what if I do it and maybe it doesn't work out, but what if it does?
But what if it does? But what if it does? So, I'm going to invite you to read the book, The Artist's Way. I'm also going to invite you to get the workbook that goes along with it. I think knowing what we know so far about The Artist's Way, we started reading it. What week are we on? We're week 5. It's a 12-week thing. What week are we on now?
Five.
Week 5.
We're reading, yeah, five.
Reading 5 so we can read 5 together on Saturday, right?
Right, so we could recap together on Saturday, correct.
So
But
this,
that doesn't matter. Wherever she starts is where she should start. It
yes.
would definitely be.
Can you hear it though? Can you
I,
hear it? Can
I,
you hear it in her?
I, yeah, that's why I said it. I literally, especially if she has no idea, that whole cricket taking the step,
Yes.
and of course, I think I wrote in the chat because she said it earlier, learning about she's learning that the desire has to match the action. And so that desire of wanting to do something and then praying on it, and then, God, again, God's speed was making sure you didn't stop that action because you were desiring it, and tap that woman on her shoulder and had her listening in with her God's ears and helps you out. So that, yeah, that is
And
awesome.
the
That
artist
is
way is
so
going to
awesome. But
change
yeah, I
your life.
heard it. I heard it all.
Yeah, the artist way is going to change your life. It's
Yeah,
called the
she's
artist way, a spiritual path to higher creativity, right? It is by a woman. Her name is Julia Cameron, and I heard it on a YouTube video, and the woman talked about it. And so she was like, it's a great time to start the 12 weeks to be done, the 12 weeks by the end of the year, and how it's going to change your 2026. The thing that I found that it has changed my 2025 right now. With everything, the way I feel like somebody has taken a shovel and dug the dirt up and out, and I feel so much freer. Can you type it in the chat for me, Maya?
I am.
Okay, perfect. It's and there's so many people. Martin Scorsese says, and he's like an actor and director. He said this is a book that addresses a delicate and complex subject. For those who will use it, it is a valuable tool to get in touch with your own creativity. This book not only tells us we read it, but it says we have to have date an artist date every week. So that means every week you have to take an hour to do your art, whatever that art is, writing, um, um, drawing, painting, whatever it is. And because of that, I took the time to get back into my sketch work, and it just happens to be right here. So I'll let you see. I did this and on one of my artist dates. Can y'all see it? Like who is telling you to take time to lean into your art? So the first week that I started back doing my stencil work, I did these, and then the second week I went made sure that I was intentional about getting them in frames. So the next time somebody say they're gonna have a pop-up shop, I'm gonna be at the pop-up. I'm gonna be at the pop-up, bringing my little my wares, with me. And I also, I don't know how long ago, but I had tried to do reselling on Instagram, and it didn't go that good. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it on there, but it came back up for me again. So I did my first show on Whatnot last night, and I made $100. I said,
Look at God, okay?
because I'm a master thrifter. I promise you, I'm a master thrifter. The
Yes.
only the only problem that I always have is I never buy things that are bigger than my size. So when I went out for my curation day, I made sure that I bought things in the sizes that I would wear or that I would like to see on somebody else. And I did so good. I did so good. And when I thought about it, when you say things out loud, when you say that you're going to do something, God will move the world for you to be able to do it. The first thing I opened up on Instagram was this girl saying, what she say? I'm not gonna gatekeep no more. I'm gonna tell y'all where all the best thrift stores are in Atlanta. And out of the list that she gave, I've been to three of them already. Even Sunday, when my friends took me out, I was so close to one of them. I said, "Oh, let me go over here." So I was in Lawrenceville on Sunday. And then I want to say the week before that, I was somewhere else and I looked and I was close to Duluth. So then I went to the Duluth location. And so I have really been expanding this thing, and I can see me building something from it because I'm gonna do it anyway. This is what I do anyway.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
this thing is just another gift, another stream of income coming in,
Yeah.
and that's good because what you like, that's what had stopped my friend Narissa, who's down here. She was doing the same thing. She's small, but she has a wonderful eye like you, and I'm like, get other things when you see it, because everyone's not like your size, and
Yeah.
so she's expanded that,
Yes.
and put that in her shop in different sizes and stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. But yeah,
Yes, Em,
that someone shared and now you're sharing.
yes, I would love to do something with you. It was funny because when I did it the first time and it didn't go well, that was why, because everything was a size small. Everything was a small or size 6. And they was like, "Well, do you have a 12?" And I'm like, "No." Absolutely not. Last night somebody said, "Do you have a 14?" I said, "I sure do." I had sizes from a small all the way up to a
Come
20W.
on, Milo.
All the way up to a 20W, right? And they were like, "Oh, girl, you got everything we love." And then one girl was like, "Oh, she love everything sparkly." She said, "I'm coming to your store because you bringing all the sparkles." That lady just by herself bought 4 things from me. What black bag? No, I did not sell the black bag. I was with Nona Carey over the weekend, and I showed her this bag. I didn't even take the tag off because I was supposed to sell the bag. I kept that bag. I don't know how you do it, Em, but when I'm in the store, I was like, one for me, one for them, one for them, three for me, two for them, four for me. So yeah, but I didn't sell the black bag, but I did show bags and shoes that I did have And one of the girls told me that her size shoe. She was like, so when you go, look for my size shoe, and this is what I'm looking for. She's getting married. She told me all of the things that she needs and what she. So I'm definitely going to do that. I like the idea of people telling me what it is that they are looking for, and it kind of gives you a little bit of direction when you're out there. Yeah, it's a lot of work and it does take time, but I absolutely enjoy it. It's fun for me. I'm doing it anyway. I do it anyway for myself, so I'm already there. I go to the thrift store. I was going twice a month on Tuesday on senior day. So why not get stuff for me and somebody else? Go ahead, Dr. Long. Press the button. There you go.
I'm pressing it. Did you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Uh, there are two things. One, I'm flooded because I was trying to talk. The take the action. When that person was talking, the thing they finally did was go to Michael's. See,
Mhm.
they never would have met the lady in the Michael's. She had to be there so the lady could overhear her.
Yes,
And then God could move the lady to tap her on the shoulder. But that lady wasn't going to hear her in her house. She had to,
absolutely.
and what I learned to pray differently is to let my prayer is just twofold. Let me hear you clearly. I'm talking to the Holy Spirit, and then do what you tell me quickly
Mm-hmm.
because I want to be smack dab in the middle of what my assignment is. So I spent a lot of time thinking about what I wanted to do. I don't want to do what I want to do. I want to do what God wants me to do.
Yep.
Makes it a whole lot easier.
A whole lot easier.
And then have sense enough to ask to hear him and then do it. That was a twofold. They were clear about what they wanted. Go to Michael's. Well, I don't want to go to Michael's. I don't like Michael's. I ain't got new money for Michael. That would be the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Got in the car, went to Michael's, talked to somebody who didn't know a thing about what she was trying to say, but she said it out. That's the next thing.
Yes.
Speak it out into the universe. Can nobody read your mind? She
Mm-mm.
was asking the girl all the right questions, even though the girl didn't have the answers, but somebody in there did.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it's so exciting when we just don't short circuit it.
Oh my gosh. I'm
And then
telling
the
you.
other thing about you buying everything in them teenagey sizes, honey, the big ladies got all the money. The first titty bank, all the money is in some lady's bosom. You know, them grandmas reached out, what you need, baby? And that money will come out and it'll be warm and smell like powder and stuff. But grandma got the money. Them
Grab-
22s got the money for the size fives.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
listen, anyway,
So yeah,
I'm talking
for
about
real, for real. So I'm just really grateful. And it was so funny. I was laughing so hard because the way that I was showing the stuff, I had my mannequin and then my actual closet rack that is my stuff was on the rack. And people kept saying, well, what's that in the back on the rack? I said, the rack is not y'all stuff. The rack is my stuff. And the lady was like, "Well, aren't you reselling? Let me see." And so I started pulling stuff off my personal rack, and I'm like, "But this is going to be a size 6. It's going to be a size 8, so don't be." And so the girl said, "Oh, you lucky because I'm a size 10." But it was such a good time. It was so much fun. And as I got a chance to speak to the women that were
oh,
on there.
that
Go
was the
ahead.
other thing.
Go
Can I
ahead.
talk again?
Yeah, go ahead. I hear.
Oh, be a personal shopper. See, that's what you are. And you can get premier money for that. That
Mhm.
lady will say, well, anytime you see something in a size 10 that you think I would like. See, I had a Korean lady who had her own boutique, and she would say, she'd call me up, Dr. Long, I'm going to market. come by my shop. I brought things I think you like. I buy everything that woman brought up in there because she knew me.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't buying it secondhand. I was paying retail, but she's the one that went to the market and slept around, and I didn't have time for that.
Yeah.
She was my personal shopper.
Yeah. It's funny because
That's a whole nother industry for
yeah, so
you, especially because you got such great taste, and you go ahead and buy all the accessories too, because you hook it all up, and most people don't know how to do that, Darlaina Rose.
well, it was definitely fun. The shopping is fun, everything. The whole curation of all of it is, I enjoy it so much. Sometimes I'll be mad because I don't have enough time to really dig in like I want to, or I have to set myself a budget because I go bananas. So like this is all we're spending, and then once you get there, that's it.
Well, if you become a personal shopper, you have them give you a budget. So you go shopping with their money, honey.
Yes, absolutely, honey. I love that so much. Well, with that being said, Dr. Long, your mic is open already. So why don't you give us our prayer for this day?
Well, shopping and talking. Boy, you hit my hot buttons. I'm jumping out of my skin over here because I do both of them.
Yes.
And listening to God, take the step. See, walking around in your house, you can do affirmations all you want to walking around in your house, but that ain't Michael's. And your lady with the skill set who's willing to help you is in Michael's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Manja, how did you end up in the parking lot? I got to hear that story again. How did you end up in the parking lot, Miss Sparkle over here? Tell them the story again.
Yes. Just happened. I mean, and that was the day before. Just pretty much like you, having that prayer, talking to God, asking for certain things. And truly, I was a little bit more emotional than I meant to because I was quite in a set and feel in my feelings. So I was having a bit of an argument with God, or just asking for things, knowing that this is not where I was supposed to be. And the very next day, I am in the Publix parking lot, and I got out of my car and I'm walking to the entrance, and at the peripheral vision in the corner of my eye, I see a very shiny, beautiful, glittery, like glowing image. And it had a beautiful, like I said, I won't forget this beautiful red cape with a beautiful rose, hair done wonderfully. Not to mention how nice your hair was looking too. It was up in that pretty like crowny thing with all the dreads down to all the way down your back. And I said to that person, I'm like, somebody should be shopping for you. And she said, I know, right? And it happens to be Dr. Long. And we truly went like this as we were walking, and we kept on walking
Not
into
Dr.
the,
Long, Dr. Rose.
No,
It was
I'm
Dr.
Dr.
Rose.
Long. That's
I'm
Dr.
sorry,
Rose.
Dr. Rose. I'm so sorry, Dr. Long. Dr.
No, don't
Rose.
be
See?
sorry. Call me
Too many
out.
doctors. Is
I
there a
want to
doctor
be
in the
out
house?
Is
shopping
there
too.
a doctor in the house?
You got so many doctors up in here.
Yes.
Yes.
Dr. Debbie too.
Yes.
See, and so, but yes, and Dr. Rose was right alongside, and we started talking, and she had just came from her book signing, and she grabbed the cart, I grabbed the cart. We stood in front of the Publix right before the registers. We never even got past the aisles into the aisles, and we talked for about 45 minutes. I don't. It may have been longer. I know it was a good solid
Yes.
45. People were passing us. We
Well,
chatted
were
about
you
everything.
shopping in the store at that point, or you hadn't
Not
even gone in the
we
store
never
yet?
we never moved. No, we never moved. But within that conversation,
That was a
she
divine
that was all
appointment.
of God's answers. Like she answered at least five of the things that I was
See,
talking about.
that's what I wanted you to tell everybody. That was a divine appointment.
Mhm.
But you each
Absolutely.
had to go do what God was telling you to do. She
Yeah,
didn't have
because
to be there.
I
Wait, you were
wasn't.
there to buy ice or something?
Yeah, so I was coming from the book signing. It was a black tie event, so I got on this long sparkly gown, and I added the cape to it. So the cape is dragging. I literally have to pick it up off the ground because the cape was so
Going,
draggy,
going
right?
to Publix
And I
in
and
an evening gown.
I went home. I went home. I went home.
Gorgeous.
I went all the way home. I went home, and as I pulled up in the driveway, I said, "If you get out of this car, you are not going to get that ice." And I had made this tonic, and I needed the ice for the tonic because there was no more room in the refrigerator, and the ice had melted in the cooler. So I'm like, if I don't get this ice, my tonic is going to go bad. Go get the ice. But if you get out this car, you take them clothes off, it's a wrap. You're not coming back out. So I came
See,
back
you
out.
were obedient too, because you could have gone on in the house and
Yes,
never met Miss Manya and her cats.
absolutely.
That's
So
that was God's tap on her shoulder.
yes, go back, go back. And I mean, by the time we finished talking, I was like, oh yeah, let me go get the ice. I'm
We
telling
both
you,
were. We were like, "Oh, what did we come in here for?" He
we
was like,
come
"I was
here
just
You
for
getting
came in there for
ice."
each other.
for
That's
each
what you
other.
came
Yeah.
in there for.
He's like, "I was just getting ice." And remind me never to call that a dress. It was a gown. You're right,
Yeah,
a long
yeah,
gown. It was
yeah,
so
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
beautiful.
know she had on a gown. See,
It
you
was
called it a
beautiful.
dress. So I
Yes, I
didn't
was
know she
wrong.
had a gown and a cape on.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I will never call it a dress again. And it was like gold. It was gold and beige,
You
and it was
know
like almost
how
like
much
pretty tiger
you
stripes in
know
gold and beige.
how bold you have to be to go to Publix dressed like that.
Yep.
And most people would not go to, but Darlita
That's
don't
why
care.
I said to
She
her,
go in
someone
booty shorts to an inaugural. She don't
that
care.
that's exactly
If
why I
she's
said it.
got something on and God tell her keep it moving, she does it. She's obedient.
Yeah. For
And
sure.
that's exactly why I said someone should be shopping for you. Because yeah, she walked out. That was royalty right there.
Yeah. I definitely did.
Blessing Publix
What they
and me.
what my kids, my grandkids say, she ate and left no crumbs. I made sure that that day, because of the company that I was going to be in, this was the book launch. And so I'm just going to make sure you tell me we having a book launch in this black tie. Oh, you're going to get all of it. You're going to get you're going to get everything I got. I pulled my hair up, put all my beads and shiny things in there. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I did all of it. I'll find a picture and share with y'all in the group. But yeah, for sure. So yeah, you
But
got
you're
That was my first
obedient. See,
introduction to
and God
Dr. Rose.
loves that. He wants us to be obedient. He'll be telling us what to do all the time. And we go, oh, no, I ain't going to do that because I look foolish.
yeah,
Well,
yes,
yeah, but
absolutely.
do you
Absolutely.
want what you say you want or don't you?
Right, that part. That part. Yes, that's me. That's how I'm going to show up. For sure. So,
They've always said to me, why you always so dressed up? I said, this isn't dressed up. This is the way I dress.
yes.
Ow. You know,
Mm.
I love when people
Regular.
don't get you. They always make the same sound, and it's not racial. It white folks, black folks make that same sound. Ow.
Listen, that a whole bunch of white folks was like, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful! Oh my God, oh my." They probably thinking, "Why is she in Publix? Where is she coming from? Where is she going? Why is she in the supermarket?" Go ahead, Mike.
Well, that same
God made
Korean
sure that
lady that
I
shopped
would
for
not
me,
miss you.
her outfits would stop people the same way. They would say, "Where are you going?" or "Where have you been?" or "Where,"
Mhm.
and she knew how to shop for me.
Yeah. Go ahead. What you say, Maya?
I was saying that God made sure that I wouldn't miss you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like and that's just who you are. Just like you said, you came like it's there's no question or any doubt. Like here she is. Like there wasn't no idea. It's like here she is.
Yeah.
Made sure that you would not be missed. You cannot be missed. I mean, height and
There's no
everything.
way. If you
Your
tried to
height and
hide,
everything.
there's no way
Yes.
you could hide. Everybody will know. I knew that
Exactly,
lady
but it
was,
was
you know what
just
they used
a
to say to
beautiful
me?
gift.
That lady with her head tied up. One lady saw me buy an outfit and then buy a blouse that wouldn't even fit over one of my bosoms. And she looked at me, and the girl took the money, but she looked at the size. And I said, you have scissors back there? And she said, yes. And I said, well, cut the tags off. and open up one side. And now I paid for it, so it's mine. She said, okay. I stood right there at the cash register and tied my head up with the size 3, 5, whatever the top was. And the lady behind me in line said to the clerk, did she just tie her head up in that blouse? I said, I'm standing right here. Why don't you ask me? I'm not on TV. I can hear you. Oh, you know.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the part. That's the part. Well, thank you for sharing that story so that Emily, who we haven't seen in a while, would get that. And since you've been gone, I now am a doctor, a PhD. So I am officially Dr. Rose. All that happened while you were
Oh.
missing, but we're glad you're back. And so, yeah, and since you're in Atlanta, we must get together so I can share these places that I get to curate at, because our eyes are different.
You have a whole nother career, a personal shopper. You're up in those stores anyway.
I'm in there anyway.
And people that like your style, tell them, give me a budget.
Hmm.
Send me some money, and I'll use up the money you send me. And then if you like what you get, send me some more.
Absolutely. Well,
So
go.
you're shopping on their budget, not yours.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to that happening. I can see it happening. I can see it happening already.
That I had
And the
already seen. I
pop-up
was going to
stores
mention.
are essential because that's how you get rid of your inventory.
What you say, Maya?
No, I said when you had started saying that the lady was talking about her wedding and giving you instructions on what she if you see things, that
Yeah,
was the first thing that popped into my mind because I'm like, okay, that's a whole nother category,
yeah,
of what you are doing as
yeah.
another branch on that on that
And
tree.
another branch on the
You,
tree. Yeah,
another branch on the tree.
absolutely.
Well, when I was still singing in clubs and stuff, I went to wedding stores and bought clothes, mothers of the bride. See,
Mhm.
those kind of gowns were perfect for me. And then I would go to the trimming stores and embellish them some more.
Mhm.
I'd go buy the trimming by the yard. So I was in Michael's and those kind of places, but I would start in a bridal store.
Ab-
Most people don't think about buying evening clothes in a bridal store.
For sure. Well, with that being said, extended programming, we're well into it. So,
Okay.
Dr.
We still
Rose,
got to pray though. I'm blessed
yes,
going in.
I'm blessed
I'm
going in,
blessed
Blessed
going
coming
in.
out.
blessed coming
I'm
out,
Blessed coming.
blessed in the city.
blessed in the
I'm
city,
blessed in the field.
blessed in the
I
field.
am always in the right place at the right time
Always in the right place at the right time.
with the right people
The right people
doing the right thing
on the right thing
for the right reasons.
for the right reason.
And everything's in divine order.
Everything's in divine order.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
Expand our territory.
Expand our territory.
Extend an open hand of favor to us
Extend an open hand of favor to us,
that we may do no harm.
that we may do no harm.
And then let go and let God
Let go and let God.
and go with the flow.
Go with the flow
And let the blessings and the money roll in
and let the blessings and the money roll in
from the north, south, east, and west,
from the north, south, east, and west,
from above and beneath,
from above and beneath,
from known and unknown sources.
from known and unknown sources.
Tell us about our money.
We have supernatural unlimited money, so in supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance so we never run out.
Never run out.
We always have more than enough,
Yes.
more than enough to do anything our heart desires,
Yes.
more than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others.
Yes.
We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep. And take some of that keeping money and reinvest it in your next crop. Because
Yes.
our bank is
Heaven.
Heaven.
heaven, and we're the branch banks.
Branch banks.
Go look in the mirror, branch bank of heaven. What you need me to do today?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you, Manya, for sharing that story again. Thank you, M, for popping in. I do see your message. You have a lot to share, and we'll talk. Yes, yes, yes. And let me just say this. God likes speed. So do not hesitate. Talk to me today. Okay? Talk to me today. All right, Jeremiah got all the hearts up. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose.
On purpose.
Same time, same